Hello, I have a pickup pile today for those of you who want to know what spiritual gift you possess or you're working on at the moment. My intention is to bring forth the one that because we all possess a lot of spiritual gifts, but sometimes we're working on one specific one, or maybe our spirit guides are trying to bring to our attention one specific one at the moment that you're supposed to develop, or maybe it's the one that you're naturally inclined to work with, to harness, if you will, to master. And I did one of these readings already, and it was really cool. I really liked how it came out, so I decided to do one more. I'm gonna do probably way more, just because I have a lot of gifts in here, right? So I'm going to just let you know how this works. Um, I'm going to, in this box, we have spiritual gifts that I've written. Obviously, we're not limited to just these. These are just the ones that I was guided to use, right? I channeled them, or when I got ready for this reading, or for this type of reading, I should say, because I did this really like a week ago, I think, the first time I did one of these. But anyways, and then we have three piles. So we're going to pick one from here. We're going to see what that is and then build upon that, okay? We're going to build upon that with tarot, and then with oracle cards that I already shuffled and picked out for each pile. So for today's choices, you have the Seers Tarot, Modern Witch Tarot, and the Mystic Monday Tarot. I'm going to show you one card from each deck, and the card that wanted to be shown from each deck was the Death card. So I'll show you that. I don't want you to be scared of the Death card. If anything speaks to this reading being very transformative, it's like a death and rebirth, just like this card says. So this is the Death card for the first pile. If you feel that you vibe with this one, I love the depiction of this one. The Modern Witch Tarot is very similar to the original, but it has its own little touches. It's a little different, but this is like close to the original tarot, if you will. So that's the second pile, and then the third one is very abstract, but you could kind of tell how it's the cloak, right? The skull, the death on a horse, and then a skull. So this is the Mystic Monday. I love this one too. I like the death card in general. I think it is because it signifies a death and rebirth. It's also ruled by Scorpio, so that could be significant for some of you. I'm not gonna start doing a reading right now, so it's just like collective wise. This is interesting that this is the card that wanted to come out for each deck. And then I also have something. I don't have crystals today, but I do have. Um, so I there's this is a leaf, right? Where I used to live before, I had a backyard that it was shared, but I would go out there to like paint and stuff. And one day, the oak tree, like one of the leaves fell into my paint, into my palette, and I realized that I could just draw on the leaves and keep it. And then I did that, and then I glossed them over with with gel top coat. So this is what that is. So this is the first leaf. If you kind of like how this looks, I know they look like little feathers, but they're leaves. See, and it says pile two. I really like the fact I picked the leaves before I picked the tarot, right? And then I went around to what tarot decks I wanted to use, and this one came out of Harvard Nation because this one I haven't used in a really long time. I liked how it just looks, it, you know, everything in divine timing. I should also mention before I was filming, um, I was going to film this. I was doing the oracle part, and when I went to pick up my phone that was charging to set it up and start recording, it was 11:11. And I took a screenshot of them. Like, that's very synchronistic. I really like when spirit gives me they give me hints that I'm doing the right things. That could be synchronistic for some of you as well. And then this one is the third one. This one's a little dark and smaller, but it goes with this tarot deck. It's like everything just came out as it should. Um, so yeah, you can pick based on the artwork, on the cards, on the leaves, or you can pick based on the timestamps if you're more like number oriented. Um, or they could, it could be all three things that you kind of look at and you decide based on that. Or not even that, like you could just be like, yeah, I feel like it's number two, and that's the one that I'm gonna go for. It doesn't go with your intuition, is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, let's start the reading. All right. I'm just gonna move everything away here. We're gonna start with pile one. Hello, pile one. So if you pick the death card in the light SEERS tarot, and if you pick this leaf, this is your reading. We're going to start by picking a little paper from here to see what your spiritual gift is, okay? Just gonna see. All right. I'm excited. Are you excited? Okay. I always get so giddy when I do these, especially this one. Like this kind of, I'm sorry, I'm like, tarot reader. Okay. 1111. If you missed the intro, I mentioned 1111. And the reason why I'm laughing, the thing is, yeah, okay. When I was shuffling your oracle decks, I swear, okay, and I should have mentioned it, but I didn't because I was like, there's no freaking way. I kept thinking this one is for a tarot reader. I know tarot readers are gonna. This is for a tarot reader because I kept in my mind's eye. I kept seeing tarot readings. I kept seeing people on YouTube doing a tarot reading. I kept seeing that. I was like, why am I seeing that? And usually I get channel messages. I always get channel messages when I'm doing the shuffling, connecting to the piles. But sometimes I mention it, sometimes I don't. But I swear to you, I was thinking tarot reader. I should have mentioned it because now this would have been another synchronistic for you. Synchronicity, I should say. But, dude, I love it. Again, I love it when spirit shows up. Your spirit guys are definitely giving you a lot of synchronicities, signs, numbers are significant for you. You could literally be seeing 1111. Like, I can't deny it because it's there. 11 is a master number, master teacher number. Also, 1111 adds up to 22, and 22 is a master teacher number as well. So that's very synchronistic for you guys. Tarot readers. And you know what? This came out in the last time that I did this. And you know what it came out with? This freaking deck. And I was thinking, it's usually because this deck used to be in the last pile. It was in pile 3 in my last reading that I did about this. And I was like, I don't feel like the third pile is my mystic people. And what it is that you guys are attached to this deck. This is so interesting. This is so interesting. I can't wait. All right. The fact that this came out again, my intention was to get different messages, right? Different gifts, but that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes if it comes out again, it's because this video is meant to find other people that are in the same collective. But so okay, so if you're here watching this and you pick pile 1 and this resonates with you, you might want to go see the video that I did regarding spiritual gifts. And pile 3 is the one that came out with tarot readers as well. You might want to go look at that video. The sun. Okay. Some of you also read runes, or you might be called to start doing that because she has the rune of the sun here. That's literally this, you know. So that could be significant for you as well. Not just tarot, but divination in general, I should mention. Yeah, let me mention that because it's coming up. Not limited to tarot, but you can tap into divination, and there's a lot of tools that you can use, okay? And for some of you, you don't even need the tools. You are the tool. Like you are your gift. You're a channeler. I know I mentioned this in that video that I'm trying, that I keep, now I'm like resurfacing everything that I said in that video, where I was saying that tarot readers, we don't just read the cards in the tarot. We also use our channeling abilities. We use our clear audience, cognizance, you know, all the clairs. We kind of like pull on that because it the cards like bring it out of you, if you will. They make you look at imagery, they make you look at meaning, they make you remember things, but they also make you channel and like bring information. um, it seems to be that you guys could be a little confused about how to go about this, but it makes you happy when you're doing it. So if using your spiritual gift makes you really happy, but then for some reason it's almost like the practicality of it, like how do I do this in a practical way for me to like have a life where, you know, I can pay my bills, I can be a functioning member of society. I'm hearing there's anxiety around that, a lot of anxiety, even though it brings you a lot of happiness. This is the happiest card in the deck. It's like you feel this energy, you're very connected to, you feel connected to spirit, to the divine when you're reading tarot. But then there's this other side of that. There it is. Yeah, there's confusion around it. Okay, let's see what the confusion is about. Oh my god, all swords. Holy crap. Eight of swords, five of swords, and four of swords. I think what's kind of this torment thing comes from your overthinking, and I'm not judging when it comes to that. I'm definitely an overthinker myself, so I can relate. But what is, hold on, let me ask, what's with the swords, really? Like, what are you overthinking about? Because if the sun being here, it's like, what, it's such a weird energy. It's like a split. The Wheel of Fortune, okay, another major arcana. And the Ten of Swords, so 10, 10. The fact that it's another sword. Okay, you've been you've been hurt and you've been tormented. You've been signaled out and you've been bullied probably or mistreated for your uniqueness in the past. And that can be coming up whenever you, it's almost like it's a double-edged sword for you, and the fact that it's swords, and that's what I wanted to say. The phrase that came through, I should say, it's like a double-edged sword for you because you find happiness in this, you find freedom, you find yourself and God in this, but there's a lot of limitations when it, like, anxiety leads you to limiting yourselves and limiting your gifts as well. You're your worst critic here, Palwan. And I know this is not easy to like literally walk away from or alchemize, if you will, but this is all in your head. This that you cannot achieve the things that you want to through using your spiritual gift It's all in your head. It's that critic, is that bully that lives in your mind, that it's that's up to you now to kind of shut them up, if you will. I don't think there's it feels like the only thing stopping you is an illusion that you cannot achieve the things that you want to achieve while utilizing this gift, okay? Wow, another one. Holy crap. Yeah. I just got a headache all of a sudden. Like I realized that I have a headache for some reason. I was feeling a little pressure like on my forehead, but now I feel it intensely. Um, is this energy right there? I'm not saying that to like blame you for my headache, but you know what's interesting? Whenever you are in this despair, in this confusion about your gifts and why you want to do with it and how you should help others and all of this that you're, it's like it's again it's tormenting you. um, that's when spirit shows up for you the most, believe it or not. That's interesting how it in your darkest moment you still want to do what you want to do, just that it's just that you're seeing it from a very limiting or very demeaning of yourself and your qualities, your gifts, right? But somehow you still want that, it's so if that resonates with you, right, where even in your darkest times you still feel like I still want to do this, then that's a telltale sign that you should be doing it, and kind of pay no mind, not even to the critic within you. You're gonna have to work through letting go of a lot. There's three tens here. Actually, there's more than three because 19 adds up to 10 as well. There's four tens. It's almost like pillars, one, two, three, four. The tens are around this energy. Do you see what I mean there? Like around this energy, you have the tens. Let me put it like this so that it maybe makes a little bit more sense. And the way that this goes in a circle here, it's like this could be a little bit of a heavy message for some. You might feel a little bit defeated. Um, you might feel defeated. You might feel like you go back and forth. Like it's like I'm at the 8 and then I go back to 9. So that's a step forward. But then I'm back at 5 and then I'm back at 4. It's like, when does it end? When does it end is what I'm hearing. Like, um, you have to really nurture yourself. I whatever that means to you, and if you don't even have a way of knowing what that means to you, because some of us just, yeah, we have to figure it out eventually. um, you could try some techniques out for a couple of for a couple of days. Make yourself a promise that, for example, you're really gonna journal your feelings and work, on writing them down so that you can get them out of you and out of your head for a week and see how that feels. Maybe that doesn't work for you, but at least you tried it, and you kind of dedicate that to yourself, right? And maybe the next week, if that didn't work, you can try another technique. You could try something like writing affirmations that are uplifting you and reassuring you your of your value, of who you are and how wonderful you are and everything like that. Positive affirmations. You could look them up. You could come up with your own and write them down maybe 10 days in a row and see how that makes you. You know what I mean? You're going to have to find ways for you to kind of get out of this continuous mental fog and anxiety that you have. around your spiritual gifts. And there's literally cards about walking away from everything that, if it doesn't help you, if whatever's happening around you, or even people telling you things, or you yourself kind of limiting yourself in some kind of way, you're going to have to start breaking down those systems of oppression around you and build anew. Build a foundation here. The four things being around is very interesting. Build a foundation that is one of nurturing, and is one of support, and is one of unconditional love. Even if what you're doing, no one else can understand it, right? They don't need to understand it to be supportive of you. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm getting at. Even to yourself, you're going to have to be doing that, because you have to realize that what makes you happy matters. It's almost like you're in this pattern of, I, it's like I don't deserve to be happy, or to be happy I have to live up to other people's expectations, but I don't want to do that. And then it's a cycle that you're in regarding this. What I can say is, it's you're going to get out of it, because there's so much positivity and goodness around you that it's impossible not to get out of it, if that makes sense. Because I'm seeing it too. It's, as much as I can tap into this energy and talk about this anxiety and depression and sorrow forever, I also cannot ignore the fact that you have cards of literally closing cycles and opening anew. You have the wheel of fortune under the sun. You can't ignore that. It's like Spirit is saying, you cannot ignore what makes you happy anymore, Pile One. You deserve to do the things that make you happy. And if it doesn't have to do anything with tarot, good. It doesn't even matter that it doesn't. And the gist of this message, what it really wants to come through is, you deserve to do the things that make you happy, even if they seem crazy, stupid, I don't know, out of the box, annoying, whatever negative or positive thing that you could think of. It doesn't matter what it looks to the outside world. It matters what it feels to you. You matter, is what this is saying here. You really, truly do. Let me look at the bottom of the deck here. Wow, yeah. This is Spirit bringing the message to you. You're very tapped in. I'm sure you've been getting these messages, and I'm sure you've been finding over and over again videos that are trying to tell you to follow your joy, that there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with following your joy and doing what makes you happy. All right. Let's do your oracles. However, before I do the oracles, I have a deck that wanted to speak today. But I couldn't, I wasn't supposed to bring, like, do the shuffle and pick out one card, for example. I am supposed to shuffle the entire deck and pick up one card. And if the same card shows up, that's really cool. I don't know, for some reason, it just doesn't want to be mixed in with the other oracle decks. This is a Shaman's Dream Oracle. And it feels synchronistic for this reading, not just your reading, but in general, because it is following your spiritual gifts could seem like following a dream of yours, you know? So that's why I think this deck wants to be here. All right, so let's do pile one. This is a deck that I use to work with my dreams. It's a very, this deck is very unique, very picky, very, it has a mind of its own sometimes, if you will. Since your gift is tarot reading, I can tell you, when you start getting tarot decks and like oracle decks, they all have their own unique perspective, their own unique personalities. You're gonna see that they want to work with you at certain times. Like it's very interesting, very interesting. All right. Pile one. Beautiful. Dragon's Horde protecting the future. That's beautiful. The fact that it matches your little leaf here. I can't stop with the synchronicities. I just want to show you the bottom of the deck too because I think it is significant. Straddling worlds, wandering between realms. I think you do a lot of that, Pawan. You do, and you're someone who believes in magic. You believe in. I'm seeing a dragonfly. I'm seeing a dragon. Obviously, there's a dragon. There's two keys here. The goddess Hecate might be significant for some of you. Dragons in general could be significant. Um, and while you're cultivating this gift, you have a lot more waiting for you. It's almost like after you're done with cultivating this tarot reader gift, you can unlock other ones, or it's like you unlock other ones by tapping into this one. Like I was saying in the beginning, where tarot readers don't just read tarot. They use a lot more of their spiritual gift because it naturally flows out of you, and when you start doing it and practicing this, it just naturally happens where you're going to notice that you are using more than just the gift to read tarot, if you will, right? Truth be told. Okay, so you're someone who, when you read tarot, you're going to come up at it from a place of a lot of honesty. You're not going to be bullshitting around. It feels like a very cutthroat kind of reader, and I like that. I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm being I'm being shown some people that I follow on TikTok that they're just like straight to the point. They tell it how it is, and it's a little shocking, and it's almost like the messages that the delivery of the message could be very right, like getting to the point, and that makes sense with the swords because swords are about communication, and they're about and the fact that you have the 801s. They're about. I like that we're not talking about your blockages anymore. We're talking about your gift now. So, yeah, swords are about communication, and the 801s being there, it's like fast communication, right? So you get the delivery, the message from spirit, and you right away in your mind you find a way to deliver it, and you deliver it how it's meant to. You get through to people. You're going to get through to them with your readings. That's beautiful. Wow, new life. This makes me think of the wheel and the sun together. It's like you're alchemizing into this new life. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. You bring new life to the tarot and tarot reading in general, the community, if you will. The way that you're going to go about this is unique to you, and that might be why you're struggling so much, because you're like, my style and how I want to portray my readings, maybe I don't see it anywhere. Am I going to be accepted into this community? You are. And whoever doesn't, they're not. Honestly, there's no rules to how to work with spirituality and how to work with these tools. Like, use it as a creative outlet. Allow yourself to be unique. It's okay. It's going to resonate and be received well by those people that actually matter to your journey. Pay the others no mind. If again, it feels like you've been criticized in the past, not for tarot reading, but for like a lot of the things that you like because they're unique and weird, maybe. um I can honestly say I don't think that really happens with the true tarot reading community. There might be people out here trying to make rules and things regarding this, but I tend to not listen to other people who want to criticize how people approach their own beliefs. Like, if your way of doing things is your way and works for you, good, but you shouldn't be preaching to other people that they can only do things the way that you do them. Like those people, I kind of like pay them no mind. to each their own. Again, I'm not judging them for that. It's just like, okay, well, if you only want to read tarot in a certain way, good for you. Like, that's your style. But the bad thing is when, not bad, but like the kind of like the thing that, again, you shouldn't pay mind to is when people try to tell you how to do this. No, this is the creative outlet. It's like someone cannot tell you how to. They can, I mean, show you the way that they paint, for example, but you can develop your own style, and that should be, and it is unique to you, and that should be welcome into that community. You know what I mean? I don't know. I went on a rant there, but ooh, butterfly spirit transformation. That makes me think of Aphrodite. This is two goddesses that I've brought up here, so that's significant for some of you. Some of you, Aphrodite could be coming up in your reality, trying to work with you, and she really helps with self-love and self-acceptance, not just beauty, but there's a lot of inner loving, taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself. And then Hecate came up too with the keys, and no, I'm going to say that she's usually about a lot of power and kind of accepting all sides of you and being, and I've never worked with Hecate, so I don't know much about her, but from what comes to my awareness and videos that I see and stuff, she's a badass. They're she's trying to bring that feminine energy towards, like, to birth a new you, birth a new creation, birth a new life. Doesn't have to be literal. You don't have to be having a baby, but maybe your project and your gift is your baby. I think you've been putting a lot of energy into this, and it's time for you to share your message. Share the messages that you receive. Wow. A time to give rather than take. You know what I just said? It's a time for you to share the messages. This is what that speaks to me about. It's time for you to share the messages that you're receiving. Interesting. Virgo could be significant. Ooh, Gemini, and the answers you need are coming. You're very tapped in. You're very tapped in. The swords are air energy, so that's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But yeah, those could be significant for you too. Okay. Earth, interesting. You have so many elements: survival, adaptable, and reliable. I think you underestimate your ability to, I wanted to say shape shift, but that's not it. Your ability, your adaptability, right, to scenarios, to even the range that you can have, and when you read tarot, you're a very unique soul. You have a lot of, you encompass a lot of energies, and then of course you're meant to express that in a very unique way because you tap into so many energies. Because I have all the elements here except for water, but yeah, but there's a shell there, so that's water. um Ooh, we the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. The fact that I mentioned birthing, new life, yeah, endings, beginnings, there's so much newness around you. Wow, that's crazy. I don't know where I'm gonna put these. I think I overindulge in the tarot and the amount of cards that I took out. Because I only wanted to do like 5, but your reading called for more, so that's okay. All right, let's see the next one. Ooh, star bathing. This card has been coming up. Light body, crystal grid, transmission, and activation. Just how I mentioned the runes, you could also be drawn to doing crystal grids. You could be drawn to working with crystals. The fact that she's holding a pearl there makes me think of a crystal, right? You're holding a crystal. It, it could be helpful for you when you're reading as well. you you really do tap into the ethers. You tap into ancient civilizations, Mother Earth, the moon, goddesses. Your range is incredible, which is, of course, why your readings are going to be so unique. Desire. Be certain of where you place your passion. That's, yeah, that's that's a message on its own, and it's a message that applies to everything here. Um, Make sure that you focus on what you want to bring forth, and make sure that you always pray and affirm that it's going to be for the highest good of the collective and your highest good as well. Because sometimes when you're so open to so many energies, there could be times where you're very clouded by other stuff trying to come through to you. But at the same time, I feel like as long as you're alchemizing this pain and this energy, it's almost like how you step away or step into, if you will, into your path even more, believe it or not. I don't know, that's interesting. Peace. Be calm and calm will come. Yeah, that makes sense here. Finding your inner peace, quieting down that inner critic a bit, it will do a lot for you. You, as it's also maybe tarot reading can help you tap into those things that you want to heal and those things that you want to kind of get away from a little bit. Where, excuse me, big yawn. Okay, um, it will help you tap into uh, your possibilities and happiness and um, positive messages, positive reinforcement from spirit. If you haven't had anything that you can kind of use for that, tarot could help you there too. The journey with tarot usually starts with self. So you do this for yourself for, I would say, a while. It's different for everybody. Everybody that's kind of like in this wave right now, that they're waking up to their spiritual gifts, they seem to go from 0 to 100, and in a good way. They are very tapped in. They 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 can move through these heavy energies and through this healing very easily. As easily as you can, because but um, for I can say for me that I'm kind of old at this, I guess, in comparison to other people. It took me like a year and a half, almost 2 years, for me to actually feel like, okay, I think I think I can actually read for other people now, because I think I can actually read for collectives now, if you will, right? Took me a while. Took me a while, but it is, again, it's a self discovery. So anything spiritual is a self discovery. It's almost like you have to implement it in your life first for you to even be able to understand it enough to then pass along what you know. You know what I mean? So, growth. Seek out a mentor or guide. Take baby steps as you grow. Be willing to learn from others. That's literally what I was just talking about, right? There's learning for you to do on your own, right? When it comes to tarot. Oh, excuse me, another yawn. That's confirmation twice. There's learning for you to do when it comes to reading tarot, tapping into your spirituality. It's a self-discovery journey, but you also are being called to seek out people or look at videos, look at tarot readers who do like step by step of how to set up a reading, how to cleanse your space, how to cleanse your deck, all of that stuff. It's like it's time for you to dive into this, okay? If you're interested in it, if this reading is resonating and you haven't gotten a tarot deck, it's time to do that, my friend. Like, what are you waiting for? Um, and I'm sure it has been coming up and coming up for you, okay? My nose is itchy now. And then if start doing your research. Trust me, you're gonna get out of of this energy, the more that you pour into yourself and into doing something. Maybe this could be, no way, the constant yawning. Maybe this could be a something that you continuously do as like a side project. I know that I did that for a while, um, just to help with self discovery, for to journal and to, even if you're just doing it for fun, do it. Trust me, you're gonna get to a point where you realize, oof, I can share this. I'm being called to share this. Should I share this? You should, when that comes up. Okay. So yeah, thank you so much, Power One, for this beautiful reading, beautiful energy. Um, I love when I get the tarot reading gift thing come up, because I'm a tarot reader, so that feels nice. It's like, welcome to the community. No one should be excluding you or telling you how to do shit. Okay, let me just say that. Um, you have your own unique way of seeing the world, and therefore you're gonna have your own unique way, and we all do, by the way, and we all have our own unique way, right? So each mind is a world of its own. So you deserve to express yourself and your gift however you see fit, in the way that you see fit, and you're going to be amazing at it. There's nothing to worry about. Okay, you you're going to be supported um, immensely by your guides, by the community. I could just tell we're a very welcoming bunch, and those who are not welcoming, again, pay them no mind. So thank you so much, Pile One, for watching, and I hope this brought you some clarity, confirmation. I want to thank your guides for delivering this message, for using me to deliver this message to you, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay. Let's do setup for pile 2. Hello, pile 2. So if you picked the Modern Witch Tarot with this card, the Death card, and this little leaf, this is your reading. I'm going to start with picking a spiritual gift from the little box here. However, when I picked up the deck, this was at the bottom, the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. I think that's going to tie into your reading somehow. I didn't mention it in part 1, and then I got a synchronicity where what I thought came out. So I'm going to mention it for you. When I was shuffling your oracles and pulling them out, and I haven't looked at them, they're just sitting there. I kept what kept coming to mind was community, friends. Give me a second. I'm gonna drink some lemonade. So yeah, I was seeing friendships, community, a co-creation of some kind with other people, but in a, I don't know how to say. It was like a group of friends, or 3 friends, or 3 to 5 friends is what I was getting at, right? It was kind of like that. And I don't know how that's going to tie into all of this, but I just felt called to mention, so I did. All right, let's see what your spiritual gift is. What spiritual gift you're working on. What, oh, I just noticed there's a little whisker from my cat Iris in here. You might have a cat. Cats could be significant. If you're a little witchy cat, your cat could be your familiar. All right. Okay, let's see what your spiritual gift is. Drum roll. All right. I love it. So you're a psychic. Of course you're witchy. Of course cats are important. My goodness. 777 could be significant for you as well. All right. Okay. We're speaking to some psychics. I love it. I forgot to mention that We all have psychic abilities. Truly, we all do. But some of us are just naturally inclined to certain things, right? Just naturally from birth. It. I'm bringing that up to say that it feels like you've been psychic since the day you've been here, okay? Not just in this lifetime, as in many lifetimes as well. Because I brought up the cat, 9 lives, it feels. That's interesting. That's so interesting, pal, too. Oh, wow. These never fail to amaze me, to be honest. All right. Psychic. What do we have to know about this gift of yours? The Ten of Cups. So this runs in your family. Interesting. There's that wish fulfillment thing again. It keeps coming to mind. Also, you tap into your psychic abilities through your emotions. You've been doing it since, again, childhood. Yeah. Your one of your parents, or your some part of their family, either father or mother side, whichever side it is. This is a lineage kind of thing for you guys. Interesting. This is not the first time that you've considered the fact that you're a psychic as well. It's almost like it keeps coming to your awareness. Um, yeah, it keeps coming to your awareness. Spirit has been trying to get this message to you. I just heard we've been trying to reach you regarding your cars and stagnant warranty. That's so weird. Okay. If you know that TikTok trend, you know what I mean. But that's interesting. It could also just be, I just saw that too, because you know that this runs in your family. You could be running away from it. But, wait a minute. Okay. I don't mean, I'm not laughing at you, but it's like you could be kind of like, no, I don't want to do that. I know that I have that's part of like who I am, but I don't want to do that. And here is spirit just sending you more messages and more synchronicities and more just more signs that hey, you kind of cannot run away from this, because since you've been doing it forever, you you can't not do it. Like you're just naturally doing that. Just what you might think interesting, what you might think is just your keen intuition, and it is your keen intuition. I don't want to take that away from you, but it's also you using your spiritual gifts. You're using your psychic gifts without knowing, and it's like spirit saying you cannot run away from this. You cannot, like, it's simple as that. And it's not a threat, and it's almost like tap into it, do it consciously. It's gonna be so much better for you. Yeah, it's a gift. It's a gift that you've been given in this earthly realm. It's a gift. It literally comes from the divine, and it's very grounded, very rooted in who you are in this lifetime and in many lifetimes. Okay. um Even how her hand is like with long black nails, I love it. It's almost like you could gravitate so much towards this. Is like a happiness for you. It's the sun. You see it as, I'm seeing the sun here. The fact that it's a pentacle as well, witchy stuff. um you you admire, you see how all around you there's signs and synchronicities about this. It makes sense. It's almost like the more that you run away from it, pal, too, the more it's like you're driving towards it. It's, oh, that's interesting. You see how she's moving away from that again. Some of you, and if this doesn't resonate with you, then this might not be your pile. Or maybe I'm speaking about like you in the past, or maybe I'm speaking about you right now, realizing that you cannot run away from this. I don't know, but anyways, she's moving away from that, right? She doesn't want to do it. You kind of don't want to tap into this. And Spirit has been sending you stuff. And it's almost like, okay, well, you don't see those? That's fine. We're just going to literally put this in front of you. And can you ignore this now? Can you ignore the literal hand of God appearing to you and giving you this in your face? I think you cannot. It's like so huge. It's like a big thing. Again, the more that you run away from it, it's like the more that you run towards it. And Spirit is going to keep showing you signs and synchronicities until you actually use your gifts. If you have them, it's for a reason. I think it is for a reason. It definitely is for oh man. It's for you to get out of this fog, this thing, that this mentality that you, how is depicted in this deck, usually there's three swords here and there's one sword that she's laying on. But she's not even laying on that truth of hers. You deny yourself. You see how she's covering your face? You're denying yourself of your gifts. And it's just going to it's again the advice Spirit is saying here, the more that you deny yourself of this natural ability of yours, it's a natural ability, the less you're gonna feel at whole or at home or at peace. You might think tapping into this could be a little scary, or it could be even more unbalancing when it comes to your day-to-day life. They're saying no, you ignoring it is going to get you here. Like, don't ignore the split. Don't ignore your truth. Don't ignore your spiritual gifts, quite literally. And this deck is the Modern Witch Tarot. My goodness, I just got that. Of course you're witchy if you're watching this. You're a modern witch. And this could run in your family. And maybe you're running away from it because you see how it affected, or you've been persecuted in the past. Or maybe you remember. Maybe you psychically like just tap into your past lives. Like you see how it maybe has, yeah. You see how it in the past it has confused you, it has led you astray, it has driven you to madness, it has driven you to death, it has driven you to isolation, to being persecuted, and you're running away from that, of course, because you don't want to feel that way anymore. You don't want to feel that ever again. Um, and that could be the confusion around it. You're like, if it is meant for me, why does it feel like it's wrong? That could be a little bit of a blockage that you have there because of your past experiences as a psychic. But there's that pinnacle again. There's that you and your power. Um, some of you could be masculines, divine masculines, and that's even a little bit more stressful for you because, quote unquote, like, men are not supposed to be tapped into this energy or whatever, or men are not supposed to call themselves witches or warlocks or whatever the hell. Um, so that could be the why you're suppressing some of this as well for you. That's an interesting. Wow, another king, definitely, definitely. Um, there's a lot of transformation though. You're sitting with this truth, and it's up to you to use this sword and this gift that you have, this truth and this gift, to um, get the clouds away, to see through the fog, if you will. If anything, you're heading towards that, I think. Again, I keep wanting to say that the more that you kind of step away from what you think you're not meant to do, or like you don't wanna, the more you encounter it and the more it comes to your awareness. Wow. Do you see how many, the spirit is here, spirit is here, spirit is here, trying to bring you trying to bring this forward to you, to put you at ease, to put you on in the correct path that's going to feel grounded and is going to feel good for you in this lifetime. Um, Maybe their approach is a little harsh. I just heard from your guides. Maybe our approach is a little hard. Maybe we've gone, we've given you a little too much too fast. They're saying, if you have experienced spiritual psychosis, I totally understand how you could be running for the hills from this kind of gift because you feel like it just drove you to madness again. And I feel like that has happened in the past, in past lives, or it's happened in the past in this lifetime. They're recognizing that. But it's almost like they're saying it's the push that you needed. We just wanted to enlighten you. Sometimes a little too much enlightenment all at once, right? This the sun, like could be a little detrimental, especially to the psyche, right? To your mental stability here, and also to your emotions, because the emotions are involved here too. But they're saying now that if you want to tap into this gift again, the guidance and the development of this gift is going to be slow and steady, right? Slow and steady is it's what you deserve now. It's not that you didn't deserve it in the past, but it had to be like a wake up call. But now they understand that the best path forward, right? It's almost like you've kind of consciously or unconsciously, or you have communicated the fact that you rather go at this little slower. You don't want to be scared by anything. You don't want to see crazy shit, right? Like literally in your face, or in dreams, or in when you're doing readings or whatever it is. You kind of don't you're asking that you don't want to be scared by your gift. And they're saying we understand. We want you to approach this little by little, and we will guide you little by little, because the Knight of Pentacles, while at night they make sure that every step they take is the right one. It's a very sure one. They look at every aspect, and then they drive, or they move forward on the best path, the best course of action, because they have taken into consideration everything else. The fact that three pentacles are making a triangle here for me, that's significant. The Holy Trinity. It's like spirit. I feel like this is you, spirit, and then higher self co-creating around this way of bringing this awareness to your psyche, to your mental body as well, to your reality with the pentacles. That's beautiful. Okay. I think let me just I think I want to do one more card for some reason. Oop. Let's just see what comes through there. Today they're reading pile 1 and then your pile 2. It seems to be they want to speak about the blockages or the hardships that have been around this gift of yours, this development of this gift. It's interesting. And then in here, I think the advice is here, the support or the how to is going to be in the oracles. The tarot seems to be telling a story to you guys about your struggles and understanding that. Yeah, there's you walking away again. But in this time, you were walking away from the confusion. And you're walking towards your 9 of Cups. That's beautiful. Which was the bottom of the deck before. Ooh, Knight of Swords. Fast moving energy. What else is the World? The Ace of Cups. I love it. I love it. Props to you, Paul, too. You really have a way about you of moving away from things that, even though they might seem good, if you really don't feel like doing it, you walk away from it. Spirit is, it's even though they're saying you have walked away from your gift in the past, um we still we still think it's, we command you for it. We like your dedication to doing whatever the heck you want to do, even if they're saying, even if it's sometimes it's not in your highest good, it's okay. We like that you have that kind of drive. We like that you walk away, you literally run away, you drive, you ride away from things that you feel are not serving you right, even if they were meant to kind of guide you towards your gift, if you will. You're still like, nah, I'm going to choose my own path. I'm going to forge my own future. They like that. They're commending you for that. I like that. I like that you're like that too. You're like, I don't give a fuck. I'm supposed to be a psychic. Okay, cool. That's fine. Where's my money? It's so funny. Okay. Um, 777 makes me think now of lucky. You're a very lucky person, believe it or not. Maybe you don't feel like you've been lucky, but trust me, you are a lucky person. Because Spirit is saying, even when you walk away from your highest good, you still end up where you're meant to be, anyways. That's lucky. You are lucky. And you're so hard headed as well. They like that, actually. They're not saying anything wrong about that. However, they are saying, Pal 2, it is, I almost said Pal 1, Pal 2, it's time, it's time to tap into this, okay? Let's not ignore it anymore. Let's work together, they're saying. We're willing to work with you in your terms. They want to respect your boundaries. Maybe they've overstepped a little bit in the past, and that's why you got scared, you got frightened, and you were like, heck no, I'm not doing this. They're approaching this in a gentler way, in a more funny way now. They like your spark. Interesting. Yeah, they're repairing the veil with you. The red strings of fate are here too. More butterflies. Forgiveness. Okay, if you're now wanting to tap into this gift and you walked away from it in the past, and they're saying it's time to forgive yourself for that. It's okay if you took the harder route or the longer path. You're here now. That's what matters. They're saying it's okay. Again, they're commanding you for this drive and hard-headedness of yours. They like it. They think they're also understanding that because of the past lives that you've had with this gift that have been very harsh, because of the family um, lineage and the trauma that you've experienced because your family kind of shut themselves off from this gift as well. It just led to a lot of unhappiness in your childhood, or just in any, and it's almost like every generation of your family has kind of walked away from this over and over again. And there could be a lot of kind of forgiving that you have to do to yourself, past selves, past generations of your family, some family members as well. um, they want you to know that when you tap into these gifts, again, when you're working, when you're co-creating with the divine, however you want to start doing that, it's going to start helping you mend these wounds, mend these little ripples in the landscape, if you will. They're going to help you bring things together so you can see the full picture, full range. I just heard of your gifts as well. It's like you're going to tap into the full range of your gifts. Just want to show you the bottom of the deck because holy crap. Second hand here, the hand. In the hand, the universe is your partner. They cannot stress that enough. I mean, it came through when I said they're gonna literally, the hand of God is in front of you, wanting you to realize that this is a beautiful gift. Here it is again. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right. Pile 2, let's see your oracles. Let's see what the advice is here. Blessed. What did I say? Oh my goodness. What did I say about you being super lucky and blessed and just super cared for? Always. Wow. 22 is a master number, a master teacher number. You might wanna look up that number, okay? There could be messages for you there. Also 777, obviously. Regeneration. There's that repairing the veil, kind of like helping your lineage, helping your family, your generations, past generations, future generations, this generation, with the gift. Implementing your gifts, tapping, excuse me, confirmation yawn, tapping into your gifts. It's almost like this tree has gone through a lot, okay? But it's bringing out new leaves. It's being enlightened and it's being showered with light and beauty from above. This gift is a blessing for you as well. Wow, 11. You you might resonate with Pile 1. If you were thinking about clicking on Pile 1, you might want to go look at that. Dragon power. Just because in Pile 1 we got a dragon when in this deck that came out, and then obviously they got 1111 as well, so that's significant. There's that pentacle right there. It's almost like while you sleep on your gift, they're saying, while you kind of are in what is it? You're a dormant vessel for this gift until you want to tap into it, right? Um, you're still being protected. You're still super magical, super psychic, and your gift has never left you. It will never leave you. Okay, it's, if anything, and it's not a threat. It's not a threat when they're saying it would never leave you. It's almost like it's your birthright. It's yours. It's just yours for when you want to accept it and work with it. Okay, it's never going to leave you. You can deny it, coming into your reality, or like accessing it. Obviously you should only access it and work with it when you want to, Pal 2, but it's never going to leave you. It is yours. This power is yours. A personal issue reaches their solution. Full Moon and Cancer. Cancer is about family, the home. There's some emotional healing that's happening that is going to help tap into these gifts as well. Wow. You are good enough. Full Moon and Virgo. 2 full moons. The combination of things, endings and beginnings, if you will. Letting go. There's that you letting go, walking away from things that no longer serve you. That's interesting. Because that's what we do with full moons. That's what the full moon calls us to do. To let go of you set intentions with the new moon, and then you kind of go through the cycles, right? And then in the full moon you take stock of what worked, didn't work, and you let go of it in the nicest way, in a gracious, grateful way. This didn't work out for me, but I'm letting it go with love and light, and it's okay. Kind of like that. That's interesting. You're letting go of a lot. This falling under all the cups here, that makes sense too. Emotional healing. You're literally repairing generations of your families as well. Wow. Divine feminine, birthing, and fertility. Yeah. You see these two merging, right? Masculine, feminine, yin and yang is like what a beautiful energy that you carry. This is why they're saying that wherever you go, even though this is a spiritual gift, it's rooted in this reality for you, right? Pentacles are about 3D, the earth, being a human being, being incarnated here. You always carry it with you. It's everywhere. It's always with you. You've been using this gift unknowingly or knowingly, but unknowingly for a long time since you were born. And the divine is calling for you to now do it consciously, because it's going to just it's going to it's going to be a huge breakthrough for you. It's going to bring you a lot of healing, a lot of alignment, a lot of honestly, wealth, prosperity, health, mental clarity. You're going to I'm being guided. What's the word? Someone that's good with the words. There's a word for that. I almost wanted to say it's going to help with your candor. It's your well, yeah, it's how seeing the truth, seeing through the bullshit. Well, you're psychic, so you can literally do that. The sword of truth. I don't know why that's coming up. The seas of Mintaka. Seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. Holy crap. Didn't I just say that? Yeah, you're bringing the unconscious to the conscious mind, to your conscious mind. And it's going to be powerful. Might be overwhelming, I'm hearing now. It could be what overwhelmed you a lot in the past. Let me put this up here. But they're saying like you deserve this, okay? You're ready for this. Wow, weight of the world. Boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. That's that forgiveness. There's some generational healing that needs to happen here, or is happening. It wants to happen with you using this gift, and also it's going to amplify your gift when you start working on the generational healing as well. Adaptation. Change will be better than you think. A change in perspective regarding your gifts. Yeah, definitely. Self acceptance. You are so much more. It's time to believe that you are a special soul who is a psychic, who has psychic gifts. And that doesn't make you better than anybody, and it doesn't make you worse than anybody either. Because I think you've been approaching it from, I'm not a good person if I do this, or some shit like that. Or maybe that's in your family, that has been like the thing that kind of trickles down, even in the subconscious and the psyche. Lock this up because it's going to hurt you. Lock this gift up because it's going to hurt you. Don't access this because it's going to lead to pain. And that's probably why a lot of the people in your family have had to walk away from this, because it wasn't the right time maybe for them to access it, or again, it led them to a lot of pain. And obviously you carry that in your DNA, you carry that information. If you're naturally psychic, you naturally tap into that knowing, even if you do it subconsciously. So that's a way of like, your gift is like it's been put away for a while, but it's time to resurface it. It's time to work with it, bring rejuvenation to it. Again, it hasn't left you, it's here. Wow. Anger. Safely express your anger. Use anger as a positive force. Honor all your emotions as sacred. They are. They are sacred. Your emotions, and then again, even how you feel regarding this gift of yours, it's you're valid for that. I mean, if anything, this could be confirmation for you. I keep bringing back past lives or generations of people just not wanting to tap into this because it has hurt them, or it's led them to being really hurt. If you think that in your family you're one of those who is breaking a lot of generational trauma, generational curses, this is one of them. using this gift of yours is one of them. Anger could be a driving force for you, you know? Maybe when you decide to walk away from something that doesn't serve you, you use anger to do it. Good. They're saying good. Use it. You're using it in a positive way. You're walking away from things. Keep doing that. Keep walking away from things because you're going to walk into what you deserve anyways. If it doesn't feel right, move on. Even if for a long time what you were walking away from was your literal gift, it's okay. You have not let us, you've been not led astray. You haven't led astray anybody, not even yourself. You have been doing what you need to do for yourself, and they want you to keep doing that. I think I'm gonna read. Let me read because this is a really heavy energy here. So not heavy. It's just like a lot of us view anger as such a negative emotion. It's not. It's if anything, anger comes from sadness. I think, in my opinion, from my perspective, and I'm sure people can relate to that too. Anger is a way of expressing a lot of pain and hurt sometimes. All right, so it says, you feel angry at yourself, another person, or with a situation in your life, but you feel it's somehow unspiritual to express your anger. This fire unicorn is charging in to ensure you that anger is not negative. Is not a negative energy. It has as much purpose and value as kindness and love. That's beautiful. Feeling or expressing anger is not unspiritual. Okay. So you might be tapping into your psychic gifts and you see that there's a lot of anger resurfacing and surfacing. They're saying you're not unspiritual because of that. Work with it. Okay. It is sacred to honor your emotions, and anger can be the fire you need to pull you out of a swamp of lethargy. Lethargy? Lethargy? Yeah, this. Lethargic, right? If you're stuck in your mental body especially, it can get you out of that. It gets you out of hopelessness and out of doubt. Anger can be the force that helps you to overcome fear and take action. Definitely right here. You take action. You move when you need to move. It can be the surge of power you need to fully set a boundary and say no to someone or something that is disempowering you. Anger can also be the key to unlocking deeper fears and being free of the wounds that lay beneath them. Exactly. Anger can help you, using anger as a driving force, can help you with this mending and repairing of the veil. Anger is also, anger is only dangerous when you repress or deny it. Just like a volcanic lava flow, interesting because there's like a volcano here. It can be disruptive force when it finally erupts. This fire unicorn wants you to acknowledge your anger. Get to the heart of what is upsetting you and letting you be angry and let yourself be angry. Feel it and revel in its messy beauty. Dance, stomp, and roar from your anger. Pummel the cushions. That's interesting. Scream out scream out all of your fury. Give yourself permission to fully feel, unleash, and release your anger. So long as you are not misdirecting your anger at anyone else, it can be empowering. Use it to fill yourself with life force and to move forward out of denial and repression. There is wildness and beauty in your anger, and it can be such a gift when you see it as sacred. Beautiful. Alrighty, Patu. I'm gonna leave it here. I just want to say thank you so much for trusting me to read for you. I hope this brought you clarity, some confirmation for sure, right? And I want to thank your guides for trusting me to bring this message to you. even though it's a little bit of a heavy one. I think these all are going to be a little heavy, but that's okay. Sometimes we have happy-go-lucky, and sometimes we have to move through um, some harsh energies to get to where we want to go, right? That really definitely speaks to your pile, and I commend you for it. You are a very strong, strong soul, strong being, and um, your guys definitely commend you for that too, okay? So thank you so much, File 2, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, we're setting up for pile 3, the last pile. Okay. I don't know what I feel like singing now all of a sudden. That's interesting. All right. Just want to look at the bottom of the King of Swords. Interesting. All right. Hello, pile 3. If you pick this tag, the Mystic Monday, and this Death card, this is going to be your reading. And also, if you pick this this little feather, it's not a feather. Sorry, it's a leaf, but it looks like a feather to me. All right, feathers might be significant for you. Dark feathers might be significant. These are your oracles. I haven't looked at them. We're just gonna keep them here, okay, to dive into after the tarot. Let me just take a little sip of my drink here before I start your pile. Okay. So, if you missed the intro, that's okay. We're going to pick a little message from here. It's a little paper that has a spiritual gift for you, and then we're going to build upon that with tarot, see what comes through, and then obviously the oracles, okay? Pile 3. Nope. Pile 3, let's see what your spiritual gifts are. I'm going to mention what I hear as I do this. I'm hearing love reader, whatever that means for some of you. I'm hearing fate. I don't know what that is either, but that's what I heard. All right. All right, pile 3. Let's see. Ooh, dream walking. 333, and this is pile 3. Synchronicities. All right. Dream walking. I like that, actually. It's almost like I don't know. I want to pinpoint what that means for you, but it can mean so many things, and you could just do all of them as well. With dream walking, and how I channeled this message, right, to write when I wrote the little papers. Dream walking, how I was seeing it when I wrote this down, was someone who you kind of tap into past lives, your past lives in your dreams. You also could have prophetic dreams. You could literally like walk into, if you will, right? You go into um, other dimensions in your dreams. You could also go walk into other parallel universes in your dreams, and they help you because you do it to help yourself with whatever you're going through in this reality of yours. Um, you could also be someone who has a very active imagination. Like you could make up your own worlds in your head if you literally want to. Um, you could be a Pisces or have a lot of Pisces in your chart or a lot of water in your chart. But Pisces is significant because I always associate Pisces with daydreaming, if you will. So that's really interesting. All right. Dream walking. What a unique gift. Also, this is a gift that you've been, it's going, if this is not resonating, this is not your pile. If when you saw this it didn't click, it's not your pile. You're gonna know if this is your pile because it right away you're like, ooh, that's what I do. Like, because your dreams are that wild. Um, you could be you could be called recently to work with your dreams. I have a video about that, how to work with your dreams, if you want to watch it, but you don't have to. You could be, you could have been called lately by your guides to journal your dreams, um, to kind of keep track of what's going on. You also could have this ability where you were dreaming a certain thing and you got woken up or something, and then you go back to sleep and you're back in that same dream. That's hard to do. Also, you could be someone who remembers numbers from dreams, which is also super hard to do. To vividly remember numbers, bring them into your conscious mind when you were unconsciously living in that place, right, in your dream. Super gifted. You could see faces, vividly see faces. That's how you know you're dream walking, okay? If you're seeing faces, if you remember numbers clearly, if you lucid dream often, this is not just once in a while and you've done it once or something like that. This is for someone that this has been happening to for a while now. It's almost like the spiritual gift of yours started to slowly develop. Maybe like I want to say the time frame of, it's been really active for the last 3 years probably. That's what I'm hearing. 3 years also with the three. It could be 3, 6, or 9 years. Definitely three for a lot of you. It's like when it has been heightened and like you've really been noticing that you literally go back to the same places. You have solid conversations. Um, what is it that I want to say? You see the same people, the same characters. You're able to remember faces, places. You know when you're in the same place that you were before in a dream. So that's interesting. Ooh, Princess of Cups. Okay. The your dream walking could be very tied into your emotional body. So whenever you're going through emotional things here in this plane, right, of existence, when you're dreaming in your dream state, it's when you have these really weird but fantastic like adventures. For some of you it's adventures, for others of you it's like your dreams bring you a lot of clarity. They could be literally prophetic dreams as well. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, you've been cultivating this gift for a while. With the nine, it leads me back to 9 years. Pentacles about is, if you're looking at time in the tarot, Pentacles speak to years because they're earth element, you know, a full cycle of earth. 9 years is significant for some of you. Peacocks could be significant as well. Interesting. Seven of Wands. You you could have dreams where you've been working on your spiritual gifts, and not just dream walking. You have other gifts as well. I don't think this is the only one, but it's almost like when I got that paper I was like, I want to pull another one. I might just give me a second, let me get through this. You might use the divine uses your dream time, your dream walking abilities to kind of like um, fortified your other spiritual gifts. That's so interesting. What a unique message. You kind of you're in training. That's what I'm seeing with that card. You're in training when you're in your dreams sometimes. Whoa. Okay, hold on. Hold on a second. I am gonna pick another one. I'm gonna pick another one because I have to. I just have to. Ooh, oh my gosh. Sorry, I didn't mean to throw your little leaf. Okay. Claircognizance 444, consecutive numbers 333 444. Claircognizance is the inner knowing, just knowing things, like you just know because you know. But the thing is, your clear cognizance is tied into your dream. Oh my goodness. My nose is really itchy right now. That's confirmation for me usually. Like I literally, it's like, um, your dream state brings you awareness of things, and you archive it, and then you bring it up to your conscious mind with your by using your clear cognizance abilities. Whoa. Pal 3 never ceased to amaze me. Like, you guys are always, for some reason, every time I do a pick a card, the third pile is always the people that are just like, they 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 surprise me incredibly. Like, you guys are very gifted, and I'm not saying the other piles weren't. Everybody was very tapped in this reading, regardless, in these collectives. But wow, pile 3, you have to let me know if you picked this pile and this is resonating with you, because this could also be a pile that's, it's not for many people. Maybe a lot of people are not going to pick this one, and that's okay. That's okay. It'll reach whoever needs to. But whoa, um what a powerful and like weird, but in the best way, spiritual gifts that you have. If you're someone that doesn't need, like, naturally someone could ask you, oh, do you, like, how do you think that works, and you naturally just like, oh, this and this and this and that, and you're like, I'm talking out of my ass because I don't even know, but I'm deducing based on like just facts that I know, right? And then you go to Google it and it's exactly what you thought. That's clear cognizance. Or just you knowing things because you just know them. Clear cognizance. The hang moment. Yeah, you see things differently in your own perspective. You enjoy, wow, you enjoy your dream walking. You enjoy being the odd one out of the crowd, if you will. You harness this power because you really enjoy doing it. That's so beautiful. I'm seeing someone who like is so relaxed by being upside down. You know what I mean? Like, they look so relaxed. Um, you enjoy when the divine takes you on these quests, right? And these trainings and these other worlds in your dreams. You welcome that. They don't scare you. If anything, you feel at home there. You know that you're protected. I'm seeing someone that here while they work, right there, she's manipulating something between her hands. While she works with these energies, she knows she's being taken care of. She knows she's being watched over, protected. Um, Also with the ripples here and the ripples here, I'm seeing that you know that whatever you do in your dream state ripples into your reality, just like how your reality ripples into your dreams. That's beautiful. My goodness. You're very passionate about this. So you might be someone who's actively working with your dreams to better your perspective, because that gives me perspective, better your sight, better your knowledge with clear cognizance. You might be testing yourself as well. Like, you might be writing your dreams because you're doing experiments in your dreams. Ooh, that's interesting. You're approaching dream walking in a in a, what is it, scientific way. But you don't have to be a scientist or be anybody who's has any training in any sciences, but there's that clear cognizance of yours. There's that inner knowing of things. You just know. You just get a download. You just know things because you know them. You don't need to explain it. You know you've had this gift forever. Like the clear cognizance one, you know you've been, maybe you don't have a word for it, but now you do. You just know things because you just know them, and you don't know how to explain that to other people or even yourself. You don't need to. You're working with it. You're seeing it as interesting. You're observing it. You're passionate about it now. That's why you're working with your dreams. Whoa, the Knight and the Princess of Wands. Okay. This just took a turn here. There could be someone in your dreams that you meet each other and you go on these adventures. You've been testing out these theories that you have about dream walking with someone else that does it too. Interesting. That is very interesting, Pal 3. I don't even know how I got that message, but I just got it when I saw these two. It's like you have that, they have that. I feel like this person, this is another energy. This person, you see how her wand is like lit up? She really knows what she's doing already. She might be a little, I don't want to compare you to, but she might be a little ahead of you, ahead of the game, if you will. But you, this is you, I feel. You do see this power for what it is, right? But it's like you're missing, there's a missing link, and that could be what you're working on as well. That could be what the divine has you working on, finding the missing link, training your senses, training your mind, your soul, your spirit to kind of tap into these things when you're in your dream state. Death card. The fact that this is a card that you picked and it came out. This is the first palette that happens with. Very synchronistic. Um, you might be into skulls. Skulls could be significant for you. You might know who this person is because of skulls. You might have that, you share that passion or something. You share that, I don't know, liking skulls or something like that. And that could give you a hint of who this person is for you. That's for some of you. That's for like a collective of you. But also, um, it's like you fight of, not you fight of. It's like, ooh, if you have dreams where you've died in your dreams, Spirit is saying that that's you not literally dying, but it's you. Um, it's like going back into that warrior mindset of like you die, you alchemize, and you go back again to try again. It's that death and rebirth, like you like that you can go back to the same places and try again in your dreams, if you will. You welcome the mystery. This is Scorpio energy. You welcome the mysticism, the even if it seems scary, you welcome it. It's like you like that. That's so interesting. That's so interesting. Seven of Cups. Yeah. You see it as like you having choices. It's like every time I go to sleep, it's like, what adventure am I going to go on? Am I going to go on an adventure? I am happy to see things differently. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't. Hold on a second. I just got the fact that when I pulled this, right, I said, it reminds me of Pisces because Pisces are daydreamers to me. And I just realized the hangman is here. This is Pisces energy. Are you freaking kidding me? I just got that. You know when I got it, when I was like about to put this here, and you're like, oh, what adventure am I going to go on? And then I saw this, I'm like, oh, Pisces. And then I'm like, yeah. Okay, some of you are please, if you pick this file, you have to let me know. You have to let me know in the comments. If this is resonating. I feel this even this reading, I'm so animated here. The other messages were a little the other piles were a little bit about kind of working through the stagnicity of accepting your gift, but I feel like you guys are actively doing it. If anything, you're asking with this card, you know what it makes me think of? Like whenever you go to sleep, it's like you're asking your guides, like, oh, what adventure am I gonna go on? Show me something cool, show me something nice. You don't guide your dreams in the sense of, I want to dream about this. You leave it up to, I want to say fate for some of you. You literally say that, but you guys are just, you're happy to tap into any energy that comes your way. You feel good. You feel invincible in your dreams. You're very powerful being in your dreams. That might be why in your dreams you could have a lot of interactions with other beings when you're tapping into other dimensions, other realities, other parallel universes or something like that. You call attention a lot, and you might be doing some training in your dream state regarding kind of like going incognito, but it's almost like that defeats the purpose of you being there. You're meant to kind of call attention so you can feel the different energies and different things that come your way, and then it leads back to your day-to-day life as well somehow. I don't know how, I'm not seeing it here, but I do know that there's that connectivity of, because the Nine of Pentacles is here, so that means it's rooted in this reality as well. So it's like it ripples right into your reality. Your dream state, it's like it ripples into this reality as well. Somehow, some way. This is beautiful. The fact that I got in so many little stories, it speaks to the fact that I was saying, like, that you go on adventures in your dreams, right? Sometimes you have a partner, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you're at it alone. Sometimes you're a fighter, you're a warrior of some kind. You're working on your spiritual gifts in the dream world. Sometimes you're literally a dreamer who just is presented with options, and you're almost like, no, surprise me. And the universe does surprise you. God surprises you. Your spirit guides surprise you. Interesting. I just want to look at the bottom of the deck, see what it is. Oh, Four of Swords. Well, in the tarot, this is the only person sleeping, so that's that's so significant. Wow. It's like you go into your dreams to get your shit together, right? You organize these swords. You really put a lot of rest into your mental body when you're dreaming. Um, you come at it from a place of wanting to see truth in your dreams, and it happens. It's like it's shown to you. You're enlightened in your dreams. Wow. It's like, you know what I'm hearing now? It's like whenever you, this is the person, like whenever you're in a mental fog or something, you're like, I can't wait to take a nap and see what my dreams tell me about this. Like, that's you. That's incredible. All right, I'm using this deck, the Shaman's Dream Oracle, to for every pile. For some reason, for you, I feel like I have to pull more than one card, because literally you are dream walking. You're a dream walker, so it's only fair, right? It's only right that I do that, I should say. All right, pile 3. Dream walking. Wow. Wow. That's beautiful. That's so cool. Reconciliations. Wailing tree. Okay, that's the harsh energy there. Okay, all of the piles have had some kind of energy that's very it's a little heavy for some of you. Maybe there's a little bit of suppressing some gifts sometimes, or you've suppressed it in the past. With the wailing tree though, what I'm seeing is like in your dream, what I was saying, that you dream thief, interesting. Refusal of the call. Excuse me, whoa. Okay, I have to keep the card. I was gonna put it back, but I guess not. This is one of your, for sometimes I see this as one of my guides trying to really get my attention in my dream state when this card comes out. For you, it's like that, but it's not. What is it? I was saying you were denying yourself of these abilities maybe for some time, and brought you a lot of agony and pain, and maybe how you're working through that, that is in your dream state as well. It's like what you have been suppressing is what's going to help you with the fact, mending your heart. Oh my God. Radical acceptance of yourself and your abilities as well. The dream thief seems to be, the refusal of the call makes sense. You refusing this call was like taking away from your abilities, taking away from you even tapping into probably the claircognizant part of you even more. They're saying, the more that you work with your dreams, the more there's reconciliation with self and with your psyche and with your spirit and this gift of yours. Don't deny yourself of this. Wow. Wow. Yeah, it's gonna be this card too. Beloved. Radical acceptance. Yep. It's a radical. If you feel like you kind of suppressed this for a while, they're saying thank you for accepting this gift that you've been given and seeing it as an adventure. And it's time. And if you haven't, you're about to, and you're about to realize that you should accept this gift of yours because it's just going to light up your heart. It's in the best of ways. It's going to mend it as well. Um, it's undeniable how powerful you are in your dream state as well. They're saying don't let anybody take your dreams from you. And it's not that it can happen like literally, it could just mean like, you know what I said, like that your dreams ripple into your reality. Whenever you see, you make that connection of dream and your reality, and you see how things are connected, and you're using this clear cognizant gift of yours, don't second guess it. Don't rob yourself of making those connections. Don't rob yourself of your own dreams, of your own powers and your own gifts. And you could be using them. 33 is a master teacher number. You might want to look that up. It's here too. So you might be called to use your dreams to help you with some creative project. Bring it to life in music and art somehow. Wow. What a deep message. That got really serious. Your guides really the first half I was like super excited. Excuse me, not that I'm not, but not that anything changed, I should say, but they got serious here all of a sudden. They're really saying it's time to keep doing what you're doing, because you're getting there. You're getting at a place of a lot of healing in your emotional body that you deserve. They're saying you deserve to have this healing, and you deserve to have this passion with the fire. You deserve to have this passion in your life, even if it comes from like a woo-woo place of like your dreams, if you will, right? You deserve it. All right. Ooh, to the sea. There you are. You're like a little explorer. I love it. You're a little explorer, and the fact that you're on the sea and the water. This makes me think of the Six of Swords in tarot, which is moving to calmer waters. Let's see how that ties into. Ooh, come to the edge. Talk about jumping into what you want to do just because you want to do it. That's beautiful. 36, that's up to 9. And I did mention 369 here with that. So that's interesting too. Some of you could be turning 36. For some reason, I felt called to say that. It's like following your passion, getting on that boat, right? And following your passion, allowing the sea. The sea could be representing of your, like a sea of dreams, or the dream state, or water can, it's very mystical in that sense. It's like allow your dreams to take you where it needs to, and then when you're ready to, when you're called to jump into an adventure, do it. Jump in. Come to the edge, but jump in. Don't just stay there. Do it. Wow. Forest Temple Enlightenment. This is what I mean. Oh, the heart. Her heart is being lit up. Her heart chakra. She's holding a cup as well. Ace of Cups, Princess of Cups that we had here. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, it's like this temple of yours, this place. It's like your own mind is your own temple, if you will. Your dream world is very sacred to you. Is where you go for enlightenment. Don't let anybody take that away from you. I'm hearing now again. Not even yourself. Don't deny yourself of going to this place. Wow, hold your vision. Yeah, you're on this track of really harnessing these spiritual gifts. Don't stop now. Keep going. Wow, surrender to the divine. Yeah, it's like again, she gets on that boat because she knows that she wants to go towards something better, but then it is allowing. She's not staring at, she's allowing the sea, she's allowing the divine, she's allowing her dreams to guide her through it. She's allowing her psyche to kind of just like, I don't know, I'm seeing like very fluid. Water is fluid, right? So you don't control that. However, interesting enough, the moon has to do with tides. So it's like, yeah, allow the divine. It's like work with the moon as well for some of you. I'm seeing the moon here too in here. Um, your dreams could be very heightened with the full moon as well. Take note of that. Maybe follow when you get when there's a full moon for 2 days before, and then the full moon, and then 2 days after for like 4 to 5 days. You might be having intense, cool as hell, adventurous dreams. Go back on your journal. If you journal your dreams and you see the dates, look up when there was full moons. That could be significant for some of you. I know that it's going to be. That's crazy. In a good way. I'm just saying like that's crazy synchronistic is what I mean. Whoa. Okay. Let's keep going. Ooh. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck. One of my favorite, I should say, alien races, if you will. Blue avians, philosophy, releasing karma, mysticism. Do you see all of these orbs? What am I saying? Orbs, yeah, around him. It's like, again, it's this. You pick your own. It's like you build your own adventure. Oh my god. You go into your dream state, and believe it or not, you're very much in communication with your guides, and it's like you pick your own adventure. You tap in. There's a sea behind him. You tap into whatever world you want to. This is also in this deck. It references about them being like a creator of worlds. What is it? It's a, what's the word? An architectural, yeah, an architect of their own world, if you will. Hold on. I'm gonna have to show you. I'm gonna have to show you the book. I'm gonna have to look it up, as she say. I literally turned to the page where that was, which is page 27. Oh my goodness. All right. Let me show it to you in case you want to read it yourself. Because I feel like sometimes I butcher everything that I'm saying. So here's that other page. And here it is. It says, inner work, philosophy, esoteric knowledge, literally, releasing karma, mysticism, ascension, divine masculine, self-discovery, scholar, intellect, study, education, diplomatic, and science. Let me see where it says, hold on. Here it is. It says, the blue avians archetype is coincides with the history, what with history labels. Oh my goodness. All right, let me start again. The blue avians archetype coincides with what history labels as angels and are known as ancient builder race. Exactly, the ancient builder race, architects of the quadrant of the universe. Holy crap. The blue avian mission is largely to protect all of life, and assist the development of the human ascension. Holy crap. Wait a minute. You're not going to believe this. Well, you are, because I showed it to you, but it says the blue avians are the 6th and 9th density dimension. 6 and 9, 3, 6, 9 have been significant here too. Also, 369 leads me back to Tesla and how he had this theory about 369. I don't know what the theory is. You might want to look that up. You might know what that is. That it has to do with like the rules of the universe or something. That's incredible. What the fact that it says that you guys are ancient builders. You build your own world, and oh my god, I just got that. Hold on a second. You guys are saying you go into your dream state, your dream walking, when you go into different dimensions and stuff, you could be helping to build other dimensions in your dream state. I know how that sounds. I know how that sounds. But you have no limits in your dreams. We hear that all the time, right? We are limitless in our dream state. You truly are. You harness that. The thing is, you might be a little scared by it because you do it consciously, or your clear cognizance comes from your dreams. You realize that you know a lot about a lot of stuff and you don't even know how, and that could be scary for you. That mysticism part of this could be really scary. You could have just thought you always had just vivid dreams and that's it. It's not it. There's so much more to it. Wow. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, I think my phone's about to die. Let me finish this. It says, your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative, accountability. Yeah, that's you. You're a creator. It's like I'm seeing this here. They're like everything's pixelized, but you go in there and you like turn it into something. You you forge new things. What? The courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. The fact that these two kind of all of these energies look alike. Whoa, whoa, that's beautiful. Yeah, you make things. It's like she started here with the pixels and then boom, it's in your mind's eye. You see what they're meant to be, right? Flowers, peonies, and boom, they appear. Wow, that's incredible. Resignation. Say goodbye to what no longer, to what you no longer need. Yeah, that it's that this the stagnicity that you holding back from these gifts of yours. Slow down. The pace must abate before what? The pace must abate before it's too late. Hmm. What do we mean by that? What do we mean by that there? It's like, okay, you might be recognizing that it makes sense with what I'm feeling and everything. Like, I'm very excited with this reading, but at the same time, it's, the divine is saying little by little, it's going to happen little by little. Just you recognizing that you're doing this is enough. Yeah, that's the message. It's enough for you to kind of start working with that energy even more. However, know that it's going to take some time. You cannot go zero to 100 here. I just realized 7 7 could be significant. It makes sense that you have to go slow because it's like you don't have there's no motor on this. You're just on a little paper boat floating along. You have to allow all of this to kind of develop for you. Interesting partnership. And I'm going to say what that's so interesting too. It says teamwork will give you a better result. Find trustworthy people to partner with. Build a talented support team. That makes sense with what I channeled here with these two energies. It's like it's you and someone else who kind of have the same I want to say inclination to work with these gifts. There might be a partner, a divine counterpart, or a soulmate of some kind. It could just be a friend. It could be a romantic thing, but it's someone that you don't know yet, or you haven't been, like had a relationship with yet, that might be coming into your life, or you both could be coming into each other's awareness. You have already done it in the dream state, but you haven't done it in the physical. And when you do, it's going to exude even more of this beautiful energy and this beautiful, like, it's gonna like expand your gift for both of you, for you and this person. Wow, beautiful reading before my phone literally dies. Thank you so much, Paul 3, for trusting me to read for you. I hope this brought you clarity, confirmation. This is a beautiful reading. My goodness. You guys are mystical as hell, and I love it. I want to thank your guides for trusting me to bring this message forward. And I really hope I did it justice. And I hope it does resonate and give you confirmation for those of you that this resonates with. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.